Hey everybody, Logic Hog is back, playing Just Go, because it's what I feel like. I'm in that state of mind. I don't really want to shoot anything, I don't want to build anything, I don't want to fly anything. I just want to play a board game and chill. So again, I'm playing career mode on Just Go, because I'm trying to see what is my actual rank. I don't know. I don't get to play people that are ranked, so I don't have a reference point in real life to compare. So we've just made it into the thing 9x9 tournament, which again, 9x9 really doesn't mean much to me. 9x9 is what you bring to a bar and you teach drunk people how to play with you. I want 19x19, full board. But right now I'm 17Q at this difficulty, but we haven't made it really that deep into the tournament. And we're about to play a 15Q character on a 9x9 board again. I can't remember whether this is my second or third match. Yeah, this is my second match. Yeah, because we played the 13Q guy last time. So this should be easier than the last guy. However, every game should be taken seriously. Every every move is a test of how effective your logic is, how effective your decision making is. So, Japanese rules, territory matters. You don't want to eat up your own territory. 5.5 handicap, 30-minute time set, followed by 3 overtime periods. Okay, so we can chill. This is a slower game. We're playing white, so we get the handicap, but he gets the first move. Center? Yep, he's playing center. I think I remember from the last one that the best response to center is playing off to the side because this allows me to branch either direction. Windows is telling me you need to restart your computer, and I'm like, chances are I don't. Let's see. If he wants to fight me here, he gets that. If he wants to fight me here, I kind of want to roll around. I don't want to risk anything, and I think this is too far away. I don't want my pieces to get separated. Usually, it's a good rule of thumb to say, like, it's safe to go next to it, one space away, two spaces away, or in chess, a knight's move. Can be considered rule of thumb safe, still in contact. So I'm going to go ahead and play there. Little slow, little conservative, but this guy isn't exactly a grandmaster. So, like right here, I'm going to jump 2 moves because I can still connect if he tries to separate these two, and it'll allow me to reach up. Yep, and he plays a weird move, which now gives me a kind of an arch over the bottom of the board. If he makes another dumb move, I think I'm going to play here and start pressing him. That's not too dumb. Do I want to? Because this is neutral territory. Nobody owns this yet. And so I'm kind of like, those are points either I am going to fill in or he is going to fill in. They're not really valuable to me. However, I just don't want to separate these pieces. I want to strengthen this piece so that it has 5 liberties instead of 3. Because he has a really strong shape, which will take a long time to kill. Or I can reach up there and just start grabbing territory. I'm going to do one safe move and then I'm going to grab for territory. Unless he goes here, in which case I'm going to seal it off. Okay. That I have to respond to. So he's got Sente. I'm responding to him. Um, I just need to make sure he doesn't separate these pieces. Because he has no territory right now. He has no points whatsoever. So there, I'm going to put you in Atari. Play there or you die. Yep. And I'm going to play safe because he's wanting to fight. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to let you squeeze me down. I'm going to either play here or play here. Okay, he wants to go up there? Fine. I'll start grabbing your stuff. Because again, this is no territory for him. It's not Chinese rules where, like, once you play in a spot, it's dead. It's occupied. You only get points for unoccupied territory. So I'm going to wall him off there because I want to secure these points. I think I might go here. All right. Atari, player you die. And I don't want him to go here because this is already a weak formation right here. I don't want it to get surrounded. So I'm basically going to sacrifice one of my points in order to make sure that if you play here, I can just kill you in one move. Okay. Because he's kind of got the same thing here on this side with me. But the big thing is that I can kill him and kind of free myself up in one move. If he goes here, well, then he kills me in one move, but pop, I'm free again. So it's not really as much of a danger as it is on the other spot. But I'm going to make this shape stronger. I'm going to guarantee some points for me. Because again, he's not occupying any territory. So I'm fine with that. It's like, dude, I'll grab the edges of the board. You can, make a big old pudding mess of the center as much as you want. You've only got 1 point. Whereas with that one move, I just grabbed like 5. Okay. He goes there. I don't want to be put in Atari. I have to kind of back off. So this is where I have a tendency to try and just slow squeeze. Okay, so this is him going, ha, I'm going to kill you in one move. Yeah, no, you're not. All right, he's making his shape stronger, but really not doing himself any good. I'm going to try and, again, squeeze him for space. Unfortunately, that causes a conflict with a massively strong shape. But give me 10, 15, 20 turns, and that'll be dead again. I'm going to connect these, sacrificing a point of mine, but making this pretty much a dead group. So he just played himself into death. Yep. Does that do anything for me or him? No. I have 3 liberties. I can kill that in 1. I can kill that in 2. So I can afford to let him do his little, like, jokey thing down there. I'll just squeeze him a little more. So I just gained another point. And again, I am getting really close to making this a dead group. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Because the whole thing is he can kill that in 2. I need 3 to kill him. He can still kill this in 2, but I mean, really, I can defend it, I think. Yeah, where it's like, all right, dude, now you're an Atari. Blow me. That's the etiquette of an intellectual board game is, yeah, Atari, blow me. So this is that ladder shape that I talked about in previous video, where it's like, all right, I'm just going to run you into the wall. You're trying to save yourself, but no, you're already dead. No, Commander, your men are already dead. But I'm eating up my own pieces. The thing is, I remove a point by losing that territory. However, I gain a point by killing the piece. So really, it's a neutral trade. I'm not clogging myself up by killing these pieces. So he puts me in Atari. I have to deal with this. I have to answer to it. And I just free up 2 more liberties. So now anywhere he plays in here, he puts himself in Atari. All right, dude. That's in Atari now. Not anymore. That's the only reason why I kept that and considered it safe. That's in Atari. Can I do anything about it? Because that's a co-battle. I'm going to make sure that I can free this up in 1 move. Because in that co-battle, he can now play here again. He can kill this. And that puts this in Atari. Because I can't answer back and immediately kill it. Because it's co. You can't return the board to the same immediate state that it was in. Uh, I mean, I've won this game. I can already tell that I've won this game. I'm trying to make sure it's like, ooh, can I kill everything? Do I need to? No. Um, so, yeah, let's just let him do his thing. Play smart. I need to, I need to learn to play smarter. So I'm just gonna saw this off. I'm like, all right, fine. Game is over, dude. Making sure, if he tries to take the corner, I just take him. And same thing here. He can still stay alive. He's got 1 eye here. And he can get another eye up in this corner, but it's like, dude, you get 2 points. Whoop-de freaking do. And in fact, now he lost the game. This is a dead group. Move 62. I need to check move 62 on the game review. Because I think that's the one where I took the whole board. And the game is over. So, big difference in Japanese and Chinese rules now, where I don't really want to use up any more territory than I have to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this group, strengthen it, and then I'm going to let him feed me points. If he's just going to feed me dead pieces like that, Okay, I do have to connect to that. That puts this group in Atari. But like if he's gonna play over here or play in here, I'm just gonna pass. So he kills that. That puts this in Atari, but I free it up by playing that, and we're safe. Okay, that doesn't do anything to him. I'm sick of having to worry about this co. So you know what? I'm just going to deal with this. Because I don't want to make an idiot move. Co gets really weird. Bouncing back and forth. So I just want to eliminate it. It's the end of the game. Yeah, I literally, I put my finger on the P key as the game ended right there to pass. So, let's see. Yeah, I lead by 81.5 points. So, holy cow. Finish the game, win the game, no analysis, captures, and playing against a more difficult opponent than you are. Okay. Let's review the game. Move 62 was the one where I say I claimed the whole board. Ooh, yeah. Take a look there. So, starts off in the middle. Yep. Then what's the best response to this? Okay, cool. The knight's move is up there. I had the right train of thought. White, it's the best move. Okay, great. Lots of flexibility in the early game. But again, reach out. Yep. I reached a little bit farther. I was a little more aggressive. But even though that's not in the top 5, I wouldn't say that's a wrong move. That's just playing a different strategy. Because that gives him the option to try and separate this group. But he didn't do it. Okay, I got to keep that in mind. That does leave that group a little more vulnerable, because now it's like, dude, you need to connect these. I forget where I play here. All right. Making the cup, I remember. Yeah, now it's saying you need to strengthen your position, but oh, they're bouncing around a lot. So, okay, it's saying you really don't have anything that's that bad of a move as long as you don't play like an idiot. So, strengthening the moves, that was planned. That was intentional. So, I knew that whenever he goes there, I will go here. Even though it's saying, oh, well, I mean, it might be better just to sacrifice it because you can easily make these alive, two separate groups, and just yank all the territory from behind them. Because again, this is 0 points. This is nothing. It's a blob. You don't want that. So I'm getting all these points by surrounding them. And he's got no points because he's occupying all this stuff. So, yep, I'm just pressing him. That was actually that was a move where I was like, okay, that's a pretty good move for him. But look, it's lining up all these on the outside wall, basically saying, you don't have a wrong move here. Just play. You've already won the game at this phase. But just squeezing for territory. This was a fight move, which I fully agree with the computer, where I was like, I don't need to address this move. However, in my history, in my past, I've had a problem with dealing with this shape where I've like one piece sticking out and then they play on both sides. So I feel the need to address that immediately and just kind of rein it in before it becomes an uncontrolled situation. Yep, strength. Same thing with that, where I'm not even going to give him the chance to go there because going there is suicide for him. Sticking to my strategy, he's playing into my strategy. Again, another fight move where, you can kill me in one move, but nope, that's why I did that. Sticking to the strategy, sticking to the strategy. All right, he's trying to separate some things, but we're so close to the wall. A good buffer is 2 spaces away from the wall in order to kind of win a fight. As long as you're the one driving the fight, you can pretty much run the guy into the wall. It doesn't give him a whole lot of room to move around. So all these things to put my pieces in Atari, but I leave those pieces there for a reason. Like, I'm leaving these there because, number one, they're dead. Number two, I could kill them so quickly that anything they threaten nearby, I'll just kill this first and free it up. All right, where this is the move where I just said, you know what? I don't need to win the whole board. He can still live in this corner. I need to have just more territory than he does, and I know that I do. But you see the spike on the graph, because at this point, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, he can still have some stuff up here. And then he plays there, and it's like, nope, white wins. And then here again, it's like, oh, well, I mean, all he has to do is play here and then play here, and then he has 2 eyes. And he can't kill that shape anymore. And I'm like, I don't care. He plays there, and it's like, nope, white wins. And again, it's like I give him the chance. Say, in 2 moves, you can get 2 eyes out of this. And he plays there. So move 61, again, is white wins. Where it's even saying, hey, man, just pass. The game's over at this point. But I wanted to make sure he loses that eye. Yeah, so I was close. It's saying Black's move is the one that I was pretty right. Move 62 is the one that made sure that they cannot live. No matter what they do, I took the whole board on move 62. So, hey, that worked out pretty well. I'm kind of happy. That was a smooth, easy game. Did I do anything to my rank from that? Because, oh boy, the next guy's going to kick my ass. There's such a big difference whenever you go from like beginner level into mid ranks. Because they start knowing the set move Joseki plays, which are, think of them like openers in chess, where there's a certain pattern of moves that are just considered uh, acceptably the best possible move. Did I rank up? Nope, I'm still 17Q. And we're still playing in the 9x9 tournament. But that was a good game. That was a good, smooth game. And I'll keep playing because I'm still in the state of mind. But I will do that on the next video where you might see me lose. Possibly. The Logic Hog doesn't lose, right? Logic Hog's out.